Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer, rocking the magician shirt, y'all. And we are coming into a harvest. Okay, this is the second part of the 3-part harvest. Full moon, closing quincunx, closing trine. Moon in Aqua, moon in Pisces, moon in Aries. Moon in Aqua for the strengthened actual opposition that produces a divine effect. All right, which then we complete this harvest through cardinally moving in the direction that the effect of our strength has produced for us through a change of perception. So just like any mutable sign transit, especially with the moon in Pisces is helping us understand the metaphysical properties and influences that enable us to harness and express our life force energy and will. Leo, of course, as a representation of one's life force energy and will. Hence, Aquarius is I know, Pisces is I believe, Leo is I will. Cool beans. Oh, goodness. All right. With that being said, is Papa John's open? Yeah, Papa John's is open. Okay, Papa John's. So with that being said, this metaphysical and divine understanding is going to 8th house from the sun in Leo. Trigger transformation. I can't make this flies. It's a metaphysical understanding. I just showed you right now. Did I know that when I would say transformation, I would be in front of butterflies? No, but my own life force, obviously my will to live, led me here. So this is what is transforming how much more confidence I have in my will by coming into these experiences. Because what's metaphysical, that was fire. Y'all just seen that in the infinity. Because you know what I'm saying, metaphysics represents the physics of that which is beyond your capability to process practically or physically, right? It is beyond the physical. This, of course, is taken into account a quality of how facets beyond your control and awareness still guide you. Right? Now with that experience in front of a soul who exists all around you, and their physics, there's still physics, it's the physical dynamics of course, that which is beyond the physical. Something that we can't put into words because it's not physical, it's not processed really, but it's still all around you. And this, of course, is going to transform your awareness, because the knowledge, which represents the mind, which also represents the programming, right? Whereas Gemini is going to be the code, right? And the programming language. Aquarius is going to actually be the programming system of the mind. And before you code it in Gemini and Virgo, Pisces represents that imaginative expression of one's mind, of the knowledge, of the black and white, right? Mind and the heart. So this is transforming the boundaries we place, the trust that we have in these insights, because I can get all in my head and be like, but how? Even though Pisces answers why, but how did I see butterflies when I was talking about transformation, instead of just surrender and believe that I'm being guided by influences and mechanics beyond my ability to see? This transformation adds in so much more depth of psychological transformation and insight that once the moon goes into Aries, you're going to see how your identity has transformed. You're going to see how your identity is more aligned with your willpower. Moon in Aries is huge. Every transit really is huge, especially with this full moon harvest series. Because moon in Aqua, already full moon. Moon in Pisces, Saturn and Neptune. As I record this, it's an exact quincunx, 11 degrees, and 11 is a master number. And so then the Aries is going to have Chiron in the North Node. This is a huge deal. You are effectively harvesting this true ascension of character so you can direct how you use your own personal powers. Very empowering and manifested moon in Taurus. So I'm walking around here because it's hot as fuck and I don't want to melt and all that. I just got up. That's why I look really crusty. But personally, yes, I know it's an excuse to my Virgo nation. But personally, I love y'all though. Y'all in my 5th house. This is going to not only produce, once again, a much more abstract sense of psychological transformation. You're also changing your beliefs and understanding how this change of belief and what's possible for you to express on stage prepares for you to, throughout this period, go through this transformation. And because this is a mutable sign 8th house transformation, this is going to induce, relative to this full moon harvest, because what are you harvesting? Energy. You're coming into the knowledge, belief, Aqua Pisces, and action of harvesting life force energy. And so this is going to induce a change in your perception that will understand how your beliefs are changing, because now you are accomplishing, moving forward in the moon in Aries, actions, experiences you may not have accomplished before. This is a definitive evolution and growth with the moon sextile Jupiter that will ground through your 5 senses. And I want you to be super excited about this, because this is a very anime Disney style-esque transit that can disassociate you from the mechanics of reality and the physical so that you can stimulate more of your imagination. That Saturn conjunction anchors with the totality of your imaginative ability, everything that's possible for you to achieve in such a short moment within your brain and imagination. Once again, this is metaphysical, so it's nothing you're going to really practically analyze until 2 weeks from now when the moon is in Virgo. Normally, we're going to have the moon Virgo transit first relative to cycles, but because we have the new moon at the end of the sign during this period, before the moon went into Virgo, the sun was still in Cancer. So when the sun finally entered Leo, the moon was in Libra. Moon in Virgo might be one of the last transits. Moon in Libra for Leo season will be one of the last transits we have until we go to Moon in Scorpio. But that means if the 8th house is a house of investments and we're understanding the beliefs relative to our awareness of our courage of other people, that others might be investing in what we're worth, that means what you have, 2nd house Virgo, is this sense of analysis, the critical breakdown of not the metaphysical, the physical. So now putting this in the order that we're putting it into, we're going through the 8th house first. You're investing in what you believe you can accomplish so that in 2 weeks from now, you're manifesting this practical, critical analysis of what actually is physically happening. And this is a building through this psychological transformation of metaphysical, supernatural phenomena that you're going to make a part of your reality as we step into Virgo. By the time the moon is in Gemini, this is a crucial aspect too. You're understanding the truth of your talents. Mind you, this willpower, this courage, it's really just the charging energy and fuel needed to express your talents. You're harvesting a new sense of your talents and how talented you are. So this is going to change how much you believe you're talented, because you're going to start to see elements of this transform. All right. And once again, I really love that example, how I showed you with the butterfly. I didn't know I was going to see a butterfly there. I was just led by my life force. And this is what we experience as synchronicities. Synchronicities are a lot more than what we see and think they are. Once again, intangible aspects of yourself that we don't have words for because it's not physical still exist more than this physical. Just look at quantum mechanics. Like an atom is only like 1% physical. So this is going to help you understand that other 99+%. And it's going to be very, very, very iconic and beautiful, because this is going to start to really stretch out your belief in everything that's possible, because these synchronicities guide you. Especially, let's say the moon Saturn was to anchor the causality of what it is you can register, you experience, and then see after said action. Well, this, okay, the Mercury and Mars in Virgo during these Pisces moon transits go a long way, because they help give you that physical element of analysis to really be more aware and understand how exactly, Virgo, why what's happening is happening, Pisces. So you don't have to try and figure anything out. You just need to be aware, you need to be in tune, and you just need to be focused. All right? Really challenge yourself this moon in Pisces to make things that are impossible to you happen so you can learn they're not impossible. Really dare to believe in what you can accomplish this weekend, and it's okay if you don't. Put yourself out there and take that risk, because you're gonna see the hidden 8th house elements of what you have been changing your belief in through the action you'll understand you'll take moon in Aries. This is one of the most magical transits we're gonna have, especially as the closer moon gets to Neptune. This is going to transcend a whole lot about your awareness that you're gonna be able to utilize in order to break through considerably. Relative to, of course, transits, the full moon to completion, 180 to 210, is breakthrough. This is where, of course, theoretically, you break through the transit. Park a little bit closer. Oh shit. So once again, like,
I never heard a Southside beat without an 808 in it. HB in drunk driver mode, I swerve in every lane with it. I fuck with Mustard, he could make that ratchet shit with his eyes closed. But now I'm starting to wonder, can that nigga chop soul?
That's crazy, because I've never seen this happen before while I was in my car. But hey, shout out to Hit Boy. All right. So that's basically the gist of this transit. It's really just going to challenge whether you're in a position to allow yourself to break through old beliefs. And like I said, the Moon-Neptune conjunction is going to seriously dive you down several rabbit holes into the further discovery of how miraculous your willpower is, and really just your will and intent. So as you're transforming your intentions, just stay focused on how and why you want to experience what you want to experience, and allow your subconscious to just do the same. Use visualization, imagination, repetition, and don't necessarily get discouraged because things don't play out the way you want to. Just remember that there's metaphysical influences that, unless you have Pisces energy, you're not really going to be aware of or sense. And you don't have to, because that's what belief is for. Flex the muscle of your imagination and read between the lines, okay? Because just because certain things don't play out on the surface like they're supposed to, doesn't mean that that's what was supposed to happen. And you'll be able to see how these nuances actually just redirect you more towards what you're meant to experience, and what you believe you're meant to experience. Other than that, really the sextiles of Pisces to Taurus are going to really take this imaginative understanding and link it with physical senses and indicators with the grand Earth trine that's forming, so that you have more adjustment of how to perceive, these dynamics. But final thing I have to say is get ready for supernatural breakthrough and transformation. This is going to be what induces this change in behavior and belief, and prepare for you to see everything you did Moon in Aries. That's going to be the most amazing transit. Moon in Aries is where you're seeing yourself ascend using these talents. So that means a large part of the metaphysical psychology that transforms your mindset into accepting this, it's happening. It's happening. So I hope you're prepared for this happening. I hope you're excited for this divine happening. This is setting up a major plot twist that we're going to experience during Virgo season. So that lever is being switched now, y'all. And if you're ready to show yourself what you're made of, just dare to believe. Dare to believe in how awesome you are, and walk the next 2 days as if you can create whatever experience you want without having to know why or how. Just let it happen. Just imagine. Y'all stay blessed as always. Godspeed.